like I normally do, I'm redoing a video. I just posted a video. Well, I've just recorded one, but I'm recording another one because I just realized watching my video back, I just watched myself and I thought, you are tired, dude. You are tired. I can see it like on my video, like now I can see I'm tired. And I thought, what are you tired of? And I'm just like, this world, these elections, this conspiracy to flood Europe with just migrants, immigration, work, and everything else. I mean, I wasn't even talking about this, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm tired of this. Whatever it is, it's whatever we're not being told about. Like, we are literally emasculated. Like, we have no control whatsoever. No one asked us about anything, and yet it's all happening. Fascinating. What an interesting time to live. And it's happened so rapidly, isn't it, really? I mean, this could be one of those rants. And I don't want to take it into a rant because I'm starting a new course soon called the Spin Recovery Program. I'm not selling it here, but if you're interested, tim@fastshipperformance.com. I'll talk to you about it. But in that course, we give people handrails. And this is what I've done in my life. I am tired, but I've got handrails, and that's the main thing. And what are handrails? Well, it's kind of boundaries and it's kind of discipline. So right now, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going to go on next 5 years. We've got elections in France. We've got elections in America. We've got elections over here, of course, in the UK. And no one really knows what policies are costed or not, how it's going to work out. Is it going to be better or worse? I've got my own thoughts about it. You know that. I can't see it getting any better. But it wasn't going to get any better on the Conservatives, was it? But I think this stuff, for some reason, all of it, has made me tired. And if it's made me tired, then you're probably tired too. Let me know in the comments, because I'm expecting a lot of people will just write, tired. Yeah, because I think I am as well. I don't remember a time when I felt like this, like so lost. I sound like an American schoolgirl, not I like, but it's my brain sort of working through things. When I say lost, I don't mean lost as in lost, but as if there's no real future that we understand. You can't forecast it. We don't really know what's going to be. We can't expect Britain to be growing in the way it was now. Cities are changing faster than they ever have been. What was it, 10 million immigrants over the last, well, since 97, 6 million have come in over the Conservatives, of course. So 97 was Blair. Was it 2010 was Cameron, of course. So it's incredible. So 10 million in a country that's 50, 66. I don't want to be that guy that does say these things. I want to talk about how we can get some aspect of stability in our lives when all this kind of randomness is going on. So, and what I would suggest, people do certain things, and that's what my spin recovery program is about, because that's what I needed when I left the military and I couldn't find. I created a program to help myself, in effect, and then I helped other people, which was really cool. And I'm running it again. I've had about 2 years off from running it. But in that program, what it really concentrates is on 4 main things. I'm not selling anything here, but one of the things it really goes deep into is having boundaries and having these handrails, having something that you can do every day, maybe every couple of days. Maybe there's one thing you can do a week, but it's something that just gives you a bit of purpose. So it could be the gym, couldn't it? I mean, the simple things, guys. It could be a club you belong to. It could be that you mow your lawn or something. You know, I'm using stuff now, but it's at a time. It could be a bedtime and a wake up time. It could be anything like that, really. But it gives you some kind of structure. And I think structure is necessary. I know a lot of people don't think structure is necessary. And one of the questions I ask people, whenever they say, hey, Tim, I want to join your program, I say, have you got any structure in your life? And straight away, the answer comes back, no, not really. A lot of people are out of work at the moment. A lot of people are in work, but the work isn't fulfilling. Well, of course it isn't. It's work, isn't it? But, you know, it should be a bit more fulfilling than... I'm not saying work has to be a purpose. I'm not saying that whatsoever. And of course, a work that is your purpose can be detrimental. I mean, the Air Force was my purpose. And after 20 years, of course, crikey, you know, it really does a number on you. It really does. Fine, we allow that. No one's complaining. So one of the things I was really going to just talk about, really, having watched my other video back, which is me kind of sitting there drifting around going, well, I think what I was like, no, that's not what people need to hear, mate. You don't need to be sitting there going, well, you might like to do it. No, it's not that. The information that I give to myself and the information I give to my students is almost like you are to, like, this is what you're going to do. This is what we need to hear. Like, you must find yourself something that you do that's going to give you some aspect of stability. So you can do that. You can see yourself being disciplined, and then you can offer that disciplined self back to family, friends, workplace, whatever it is. I'm kind of sick, and I hit the comments, guys. I'm kind of sick of just pretending it's all right not to do this. Think about where this goes when you don't have this. you end up as a raging, I don't know, lefty or something. I could use also, you know, where you're waving banners and stuff in the street, but you've got no real purpose. You've got pink hair and like, because there's nothing of value to you. There's nothing. I can't use anything. I can't use you for anything. You don't have any skills. You just wave a banner about Palestine or something, and you've got nose rings, and there's nothing constructive that I can use you for. I want constructive people. These are the people that build worlds. These are the people that hold families together, that hold communities together. And I think the days of men saying to other men that it's all right that you take some time out, that, yeah, do these things that you want to do. Man, we're not in that stage anymore. We're not there now. This world is changed. Weak men allowed it to change. Every politician over the last 20 years, starting with, this is UK based, starting with Blair, work yourself forward, weakness that have allowed this to happen. There are men out there, but like, this is why they came after the patriarchy before they came after women, and then went for trans rights, didn't they, for the women thing. They came after the men first because they knew the men were the ones that would stand up for women otherwise. When they wanted to force this trans stuff in to break up the nuclear family. It's not conspiracy theory. I think it's just obvious. So the men went, oh, I'll go back to my garage then. Yeah, I'll go back and make my model aeroplanes. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Not if you believe in your country and you want to literally make sure it doesn't go the way these absolute pathetic individuals have dragged it. And I'm not that guy that's going to let it happen. I can't go anywhere else. I was chatting to a guy from the UAE on the internet the other night, and he was saying, why don't you come to Dubai and live out here? My brother's out there, by the way. Well, then I'll be like my brother. And nothing against my brother. He's out there for work. But I'm not leaving this country. People say that, just go and live on a small island. No, I'm not willing to leave. Why am I leaving? Why? This is what you do when invaders arrive, you leave. That's not the kind of guy I am. If invaders arrive, I don't leave. I force them back to the sea. That's what we do. That's why we live on an island. Force them back to the sea. Hope you can swim, buddy. You know, look at it as a moat, if you will, but one where we let you in. We let you in, and then we put the drawbridge, we bring it up, don't we? And now you're trapped. In the UK, you're trapped now. So this 10 million immigration over the last whatever, fine. If you're working and you're working hard, that's great. But if you're here to leech off the state, then you're kind of trapped now, unfortunately, for guys like me. Loads of guys like me around. And this is the kind of guy that we need to be. We need to be those kind of stand-up people for the communities. I think it's really important. I just think these videos sometimes where I may make a video for YouTube and say, well, what's going to be popular? Well, a popular YouTube video would be one where saying, hey, if it's all right, maybe you want to start thinking about this. That's not me. That's not how I work in my school. That's not how I work on my program. I shouldn't be making those videos out here for you guys on YouTube. The videos that we really need to make are ones where we hold each other to account and we tell people that you're not good enough. And I tell myself that. That's why my whole life was telling myself that. I've spoken about self-criticism before. In fact, the first thing we do in my course is self-esteem, spin, self-esteem, purpose, integrity, and negativity. So the first part of my course talks about self-esteem. But the truth is, you can't expect people to value you if you don't value yourself. I hope this just doesn't come across as a rant. So the first thing we talk about is how do we value ourselves? The way we value ourselves is by doing things that are valuable. I remember my wife said to me, I don't feel valued at work. She said that to me once. This is going back a few years now. My wife said, I don't feel valued at work. And I said to her, well, is what you're doing valuable? Like, how can you feel valued at work if you're not offering the workplace any value? That's the truth. Are you offering your friends, your family, your community any kind of value at all? Are you? Any? Have you done anything? Are you volunteering for projects? Are you part of the committee at your local club? Have you gone onto the school board? Whatever it is for you, you know, you guys, are you hitting the gym? Are you eating healthily? Are you trying to look after yourself, trying to look after your family? Are you mowing your lawn? You're looking after, whatever it might be, you know, your own thing. But is what you're doing of value for people to value you? Because we can't be, can you imagine a community where we didn't have anyone of value in it and no one was doing anything constructive? What is our country like? And this is why they're trying to bring us down. This is what they're trying to do. Separate us, left versus right, whatever it might be, black versus white, you know, Sikh, Hindus, Muslims, they're trying to break us all apart. I'll still say, you know, I don't believe Islam will fit into the West in the way that the West currently is and the way that Islam is, and Islam's never going to change. But I'm talking about, you know, they're trying to leverage all this stuff against us. It's all about that. So how, as a country, are we going to stand if each one of us doesn't have something to offer of value? I think we need to think about that. I think that's important we think about that. And I think it's important that we start talking I'll say like Englishman because I am, but I meant the same thing. My father's a Welshman. I've lived in Scotland and I've worked in Ireland as well. So all I'm saying is, as people in the United Kingdom or in America or in the rest of Europe, we need to start standing up a little bit, telling our politicians that this isn't good enough. This isn't what we are as a country. And I think this will become more apparent over the next 5 years in the UK. I'm talking about now, not in America, but in the UK. I think this will become apparent in the new year. Sorry, in the next 5 years, when this new government gets in, the Labour government gets in, that we really need to have to start doing something if we want to hold on to what makes the United Kingdom a great place to live. Hopefully that works out. Let me know in the comments what you have as your handrail. What is your discipline based on? It might be fitness. It might be, you know, family. It might be faith. You know, anything. Let me know. I'm interested because I do direct people to these comments. Literally, I direct people to these comments. Have a great weekend either way. All right. Talk to you soon. Tim Davis, Fast Performance.